The first European settlers to reach Wollongong arrived here, Lake Illawarra, in 1796. For tens of thousands of years before that though, this was home to the Wodi Wodi people and part of the Dharawal nation.
This was a very coastal community and they really did live off the land and the ocean in particular.
It's essentially the same story right across Australia in many ways, in that the Europeans made this assumption of terra nullius, that the land wasn't actually owned, even though it was obviously owned and occupied by Aboriginal people.
Horrible things happen when you settle a new country. It's never done with a handshake and a smile. It was either completely annihilate them or quickly assimilate them.
Despite efforts throughout the 19th and 20th century to eradicate Australia's Indigenous people, the diverse culture survives today. Aboriginal people in Wollongong remain connected not just to the Dharawal nation, but to Aboriginal people from all around Australia.
Traditional to a lot of people means the postcard black. There's still traditional dance, there's still the Dreamtime stories and things like that, but it is not the defining character of an Aboriginal person. The didgeridoo, more appropriately the yidaki, is still common and used every day. And for Aboriginal males, it's a really good way for them to reconnect to culture. It's something very spiritual and very personal for them to do.
When a didgeridoo is played, it's a feeling that can't really be described in words.
Although archaeologists deal with what's left, and that's often rubbish, the stuff that we abandon and throw away, it actually all has cultural value. And if you go up onto the escarpment and onto the plateau lands, there's a multitude of rock shelters, many of which have Aboriginal occupation and many of which have Aboriginal art. And the art itself speaks to us of a different component of society.
While Europe was, still in the age of the Neanderthals, the Aboriginal people had their societies, they had rituals, they were burying their dead.
Something that seems to unite Aboriginal people from countries all around the world, though, is a spiritual connection to the land.
Connection to country is finding that one special place that is yours, where roots beyond your comprehension to your existence have been laid. Underneath, the asphalt and the tar and the concrete, this country belonged to the Aboriginal people here.